To say that Paul Bear Bryant is a legend in college football is truly an understatement. Bryant defined the art of coaching as we know it today.
Coach Bryant was, and still is an icon in this profession, maybe the icon of the profession.
My dad was a football coach, and so I obviously grew up knowing all about him. I've read all of his books and biographies and seen all the movies.
When you look at what Coach Bryant did for college football, he forgot more than most of us will ever know. And all of us would like to leave something for college football, but very few will ever leave more than Coach Bryant left.
Bear Bryant's name is synonymous with success, excellence, and winning. In his 38 years, Bryant had just one losing season. He won 6 national championships and took 29 teams to bowl games. And if you believe that inspiring and influencing young men in a positive way is as much a part of a coach's job as winning, then you know why Bryant is a legend.
Coach Bryant, I learned so many things about life from him, and he used to talk to us a lot as a team. He would talk about being a part of something bigger than yourself, being a part of that team.
The stories I remember are the meetings that we used to have with him, the big meetings, where yes, we would talk a little bit about football, but more importantly, Coach Bryant would relate stories of life to us.
You take words like teamwork, and you take words like discipline, and you take words like accountability, things like that you can apply to everyday life. And it's things like that, not only the X's and O's on the field of what he taught us.
He taught you that when you get knocked down, you need to get up. If it hurts, play through it, because life is that way.
He had a great knack of making everybody around him feel like they were the most important person to him. Each player thought they were his favorite. They were his favorite player, and each coach thought that they were the favorite one, and of course they couldn't have been because I was.
In 1983, Bryant retired as the winningest coach in college football, but he was unable to enjoy life outside the game he loved. Just 28 days after coaching his last game, Bryant died of a heart attack.
I'll be honest, he asked me, Mark, do you think I ought to retire? And I said no. And I don't know if it was just I knew he loved it so much. But what he knew that I didn't know is he was tired. He was really, really tired, and really he was sick. His heart. He had all this blockage, and he just knew he was worn out, didn't know why.
The Coach of the Year award has been given out annually for over 50 years, but the American Heart Association adopted and renamed the award in 1986 to honor Bear Bryant. The award recognizes coaches whose great accomplishments both on and off the field meet the standards set by Bear Bryant.
The Heart Association came to us in Houston to my uncle, and the idea since Papa died of a heart attack of naming a Coach of the Year award after him. And the sports writers were the voters, and the idea of a Coach of the Year award was a great honor, and I knew he loved his fellow coaches, and to have a Lifetime Achievement Award named after Papa was just really neat to us. This Heart Association is such a big deal to us that there's no question in my mind if this would have happened today, he would have lived a lot longer. I don't know if he'd still be alive today 20 years later, but he for sure would have lived 5, 10, 15 years later.
The American Heart Association is a nonprofit health organization that has a mission to build healthier lives free of cardiovascular disease and stroke. Your support tonight will help fund various education and advocacy programs aimed at increasing awareness of how Americans can take charge of their own health.
One thing we have to remember about heart disease and stroke is, yes, it is the #1 killer of people in this country. But more importantly, over the past number of years, research has helped to decrease the number of deaths from heart disease and stroke. It gives approximately 1/3 of every dollar that's raised goes to research to prevent heart and stroke.
Bear Bryant always talked about being a part of something bigger than yourself. The Marathon Oil Corporation Bear Bryant Award offers an opportunity to do just that, be a part of Team Bryant in the fight against heart disease and stroke.
How would Paul Bryant like to be remembered?
Well, first place, I'd like for players and coaches to remember me as someone that honestly try to help them in all 3 areas of life. I'd like to be thought of by my players and coaches having had an impact on their life that maybe help them down the road, and I think I have, I will. I'd like for the people to remember me as being a winner, because I ain't never been nothing but a winner.